tends to just drift forward from the very floor, okay? If this is our transition point with the bar above the knee, sometimes, you know, if an athlete, if the weight is light enough or the athlete is just strong and talented enough, they can get it to move pretty straight from the floor, but there's still going to be a forward tugging from the knee up, or the bar is just going to be away from the body. Anytime the bar is forward and or tugging away from the body, three things are going to happen. Either the athlete is going to chase it, so if I'm coming up and I've got that space between me and the bar, and the athlete knows the contact, they're going to chase it, right? If you chase it and you jump forward, and you see that right here, there's forward here, and there's contact and out and around. So if this is my start position, this is my landing position. You have some sort of jump forward in there, okay? Another thing they'll do is they'll place it. That just means that they're strong enough to make up for it. So there's the bars away from their body. As they stand up, they're just strong enough to pull it back in. And really, that one can be deceiving because they can make it kind of look good. You know, especially if you don't know what you're looking for, they can make it look good and sometimes even land in the same spot or close to it. We don't want to have to make up for that. Okay? Chase it, place it, or arm it. The third one is they'll just arm it. You guys know what that means. It just stays out. They don't extend at all. They just pull themselves under from right there. So if you pull yourself under from right here, you have to jump forward, right? So in the chase and the arm, there's usually a pretty big jump forward. In the place one, sometimes they can land in the same spot or just go slightly forward. One reason why this start position is developed is from some cues that a lot of coaches get. And a lot of movements, so coaches, you know, in my seminars, I get mostly coaches or owners of gyms. And so I'm really staying on them about the cues that they give, which is say, hey, think about the cues that you give and what they can maybe develop over time. One of them in a start position of a deadlift, a snatch, or a clean is heels, heels, heels. And so if you're always saying heels, 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 people will continue to go further and further back. And this is the extreme position that over time can be created. The problem with this heels, 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 and the shin being vertical or close to it from the floor is what? What is the vertical shin position with the bar above the knee? It's a Romanian deadlift. We don't want Romanian deadlift from the floor. Because what is a Romanian deadlift? You're
Second
lifting
pull.
with hamstrings and back, and low back. No legs. Almost no leg, no quads. We want a little bit of quad from the floor. Does that make sense? Right? Another problem with this position is that most people, when they're way back on their heels like this, or vertical shins, they don't have the mobility to lock their back. So a lot of times you'll see that. And when I see that rounding in the back, and I know that they're too far back on their heels, as a coach, I can make myself look really good simply by messing with their foot position a little bit for one, but also just moving their shins a little further forward, opening their knees up a little bit, and then all of a sudden they go from this to that, and they're able to walk in. Okay? So we want to be able to use our legs a little bit more from the floor, and we want to make sure that we're in a position that we can set our back as tight as we possibly can. Okay? The other one is to the other extreme when the hips are too low. This is with the back, and this is not a perfect drawing, but this is with the back more upright. So the way I like to explain this to a lot of people, because there's a lot of misconceptions about the squat and the deadlift, is that this is more somebody trying to squat their deadlift. So they're using, not that they're using too much quads, you can't really use too much quads, but they're not using the best combination of their whole body. So like this other one right here, what it comes down to is that the distribution of the weight that you're picking up from the floor is off. So this is again all here, and we want a combination of here and here. Does that make sense? The best combination. And that best combination, even though you can't really use too much quad, that best combination is here because the posterior chain is not really activated. The low back and hamstring is not engaged as much as it could be. Okay? The problem with this position is that for those people that are strong enough to really squat their deadlift and stay upright like this, the bar pads is going to look like this. that's kind of the extreme example. But a backwards 3. So this means that it went around the knees. Does that make sense? Because from this position, you don't have the time or ability to get the knees back. Okay? The same thing that happened over here is going to happen here. Forward, right? So you're going to chase, place, or arm it. Okay? Now, this is not the most common thing that happens out of this start position. The most common thing that happens out of this start position is this. See that? You guys have seen that before. The butt coming up faster than the shoulders. Okay? We don't want that. When that happens, it creates even more space between the body and the bar, usually than even this one did. The bar pad does go back more towards like what that one did with that one where it drifts away and out and around. You're losing, a lot of the energy is going into the body moving rather than the bar coming up when you don't maintain your back angle. So we don't want that. We want to just get into a position that will allow you just to hold position with the back, lift with the leg to create that vertical shin position above the knee, that transition point, and then we fire and go from there. Does that make sense?